Everyone, welcome back. I was really happy to read the comments on YouTube. I'm glad to know that the videos are helpful to you, and I'm glad to see you girls having a conversation on YouTube. It all counts in the end. I'm keeping track of the post, so you girls will get your credit at the end of the semester. This is a two-way street. I learn from you, and you learn from me. Constructive criticism, I welcome it because we learn from each other. So I was very glad to hear that. I hope you all are enjoying the articles that we're reading. Shitty First Drafts is one of my favorite things to read and to share with students because I feel that it will take the pressure off on writing perfect drafts. So I hope you had a chance to read that. And you already know how I feel about Natalie Goldberg, so I don't need to even remind you. Please make sure to post at the end of every video that you watch what you learned and what you took away from this video. Because when you do that, you're actively engaging with the video. You're having almost a conversation, and then somebody should reply to it. I try to reply to your comments as well. So for this week, I'm going to give you a brief rundown. I asked you all to read 348 to 355. Please make sure to read it slowly. Take your time. Don't rush. Highlight. Take notes. Understand this so that you can conquer the definition essay. Because in your essays, I'm going to ask you for paragraph 1, your thesis paragraph, that you include, you introduce first the word, right? And then you include the working definition of the word. What does Merriam-Webster say about your word? And then what does Urban Dictionary say about your word? What do you think your word should mean? So it's kind of like this word means this, but I want it to mean this. Okay? So it's a before and after of the word. This essay, the goal of this essay is to capture the ways language has evolved through time. Okay? Words like ginormous hasn't always been around. It came out, I want to say, 2008, and it's been added to the dictionary. It started off just as a colloquial word, a word among friends, and then it joined the dictionary. Hangry is another word that's kind of making its way into the dictionary, I'm thinking within the next couple of years. So society affects language, and that's the reason why we're doing this essay, becoming aware of language and its power. And that's what I'm hoping for you to see with this essay. So, again, let me rephrase. In paragraph 1 of your essay, you're going to introduce your word, what it means in Merriam-Webster and or Urban Dictionary, and what do you think it means. Is this word a noun? Should it instead be a verb, an adjective? Tell me that. Follow the guideline on those pages, 348 to 355. Chew it over slowly. Take your time. Remember that for this essay, you will redefine a word such as sport, flower, koala, lion. However, in the sample student essay in your book, it redefines Dungeons and Dragons. I don't want you to talk about Dungeons and Dragons or the names of places, the proper names of places. I want you to just talk about regular common nouns, such as, say, for example, exile, poet, student, car. Redefine that word. What does it mean to you? Maybe even tell me why. Why is always very important to get into when you're writing. You know, it makes it more interesting. Next, after you read the student essay and you understand what a definition essay looks like, what it is, what it does, you will read El Barrio by Robert Ramirez. El Barrio by Roberto Ramirez. In that story, you will be introduced to the hometown, the neighborhood of Robert Ramirez. What it means to him. What does the word barrio mean to him? How does he define his neighborhood? I really like this story because he had such a rich attention to detail. It was like I was walking down the street with him and he was giving me a tour guide. He was walking me past the tortillas. I could smell them. I felt my nostrils flare when he described how they were preparing those tortillas. I could see them, right? These rich sensory details, such as taste, touch, smell, sight, sound, all those details enrich your writing. Try to include them in your essays. Because it really takes your reader there. It's almost like they're walking right next to you. Please make sure to complete page 366. That will help you better understand the text. Details will follow on Moodle. Please make sure to answer in complete sentences. Remember to address all parts of the question. Check your work. Check your work and make sure that you are providing evidence, right? Where did you get this information from? Back yourself up, right? Don't just tell me, oh, he said this. Okay, show me where he said. Okay, a lot of this in this class, I'm going to say a lot. Show, don't tell. I'm sure you've heard that before, right? Show me. Don't just say shirt. Say blouse. Or say, even better, floral blouse, right? Be as specific as possible. Remember, the rules for writing practice. Not car, but Cadillac. Keep these things in mind when you're doing any kind of writing from now on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your hard work. I appreciate it. Email me if you have any questions. Reach out to me. I look forward to your comments. Have a great week, and I hope you enjoy the long weekend.